Hey there, Griff Hamlin here from Blues Guitar Unleashed. Wanted to share with you something I was talking with a student about, and the question was, how do I add variety to my solos? Okay, so if you find yourself, playing sort of, let's say, good old box one. Right? So that first finger, fourth finger, first, second, third, first, third, first, third, fourth, first, fourth, first, fourth. Right? Many people are familiar with this pattern. It's called box one. It's the minor pentatonic scale. But any pattern could fall victim. You could be playing in box two or box five. It really doesn't matter. If you're playing your pentatonic scale and you feel like things are always sounding the same, here's a couple of things that might help you get a little bit of variety out of it, okay? The first thing is that a lot of us have a tendency to get what I call eighth note-itis, okay? So while the band, right, is kind of playing, and we have this tendency to start 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. And we just sort of play this string of swing eighth notes over and over. And no matter how cool the notes are, if it's that same string and it never stops and it just keeps going in the same way all the time, it is going to get tedious, okay? So there's two things you can do. The first thing, of course, is stop. 1, 2, a 4, a 1, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, a 1. Okay, now notice something important. When I stop, one of the things that I see a lot that students will do is they'll hold a note while they think about what they want to play next. Okay, so you end up with 1, a 2. So there really is no break. There's these notes that just sort of trail off, but they don't do anything. They just sort of hang out there, okay? Don't do that. When you decide, hey, I'm going to think about the next thing, I want to put some space in here, make it space, right? Kill it. Take that hand, put it on the guitar, kill it. For one thing, if you're using a louder guitar with a lot of overdrive, that's going to help with feedback, okay, or crazy noises or anything. But a trick you can use is the volume pot on your guitar. If you're playing electric, spin it off, and then you have to spin it back on. Okay, so that act of spinning the volume all the way off and spinning it back on serves two purposes. It makes you wait at least that long. Okay, so you're going to have space of at least as long as it takes you to spin the volume off and come back. And the other thing is, you get used to spinning the volume off to kill any buzz or feedback or anything that happens when you are, improvising and you take some time and you stop and you've got an overdriven tone or you've got a really loud amp and you get or you get some feedback or something like that. Well, killing the volume on your guitar stops that dead. So you're killing two birds with one stone, which is cool. So that's the easiest thing you can do. If you find yourself, playing these eighth notes all the time, the easiest thing is just stop, spin the volume off, wait, spin the volume back up, and play some more. Now you've got phrasing, okay? But the other thing that you can do is you can rhythmically alter your notes, okay? Now, rhythm tends to go in halves and doubles. So if I go 1, a 2, 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, I can take those eighth notes and turn them into quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, or I can kind of intermingle the two. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, and 2, a 3, a 4, and I can also throw in maybe some triplets. 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, a 1. Right? So by combining some eighth notes, some triplets, some quarter notes. I'm creating more variety, right? You've got 5 notes. That's it. Okay, we're only using a pentatonic scale. Albert King, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, B.B. King, most of the time that's all they used is those 5 notes. It's not that you need more notes to make your solo more interesting. It's all about rhythmic variety, particularly if you listen to like B.B. King and Albert King. It's all about the rhythm. They would just slide those notes in there and it was beautiful. And it could have been simple as the day is long, but the rhythm would be just right and it would sit really sweet. Okay, so when you listen to stuff like that, take a little time and also focus on the rhythm. And when you practice, try some of these suggestions. And I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, if you enjoyed it, maybe you got a friend that would enjoy it, be sure to share it with them. And I hope to see you again real soon. Take care.